Good morning, grade 3. It's Thursday, April 23rd, 2020, 4-23-20. I decided to try it a little bit differently today. I think some of my lessons have been getting really long, and so I'm going to break it up just a little bit and see if that works better for you. Let me know which you enjoy best, whether they're all together or if it is helpful to have them be in shorter segments so that you can go back more easily to each one if you need to review something. I am going to go through your assignments for today all over the whole thing, and then we'll mostly just talk about math. So you do have to read Three Men in the Fiery Furnace from your Bible storybook and talk about with your family the answers to the questions on the second page. We have a memory treasure to tell me today. Can't wait to hear that. You should be finishing up your packet for Castle on Viola Street and taking the spelling test for that today. Reading response, you would be on paragraph number 3. You've been doing very well on your paragraphs so far. The only comment I think I have is on especially the last paragraph that you just wrote. I think I would put your last sentence first. Okay, kind of tell the main idea and instead of closing with it. A couple spelling things that we have to look at, but those aren't our main concern right now. Our main concern is just getting our words down. So you would be doing, it would actually be your 4th paragraph, okay? But the 3rd paragraph in your set, okay? Does that make sense? If not, give me a call. Continuing on with your virtual tours, and then of course your fabulous letters. All right, and I like that you've been writing in cursive. That's amazing. It's easy, isn't it? Once you put it all together. And then I also wanted to just mention right here, and I don't have it on the board, but I will add it. And that is, yesterday I forgot to introduce our next page in Wisconsin history, and we do need to get started on that because I am going to have you do a test tomorrow, and we have 2 activities to do. So you can start reading that this morning, and then tomorrow I'm going to go through the cause and effect with the class. And then there's also one other activity on the inside, and I'll go through those in a little bit more detail in a separate video this morning, but I wanted you to know about it so that you could get started reading it if you'd like to. Okay, let's go to math. So if you don't already have it out, if you'll grab your hardcover math book, and I don't think you'll need a pencil or paper or anything, but just grab your hardcover math book, okay? All right, I'm going to switch to my other screen. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Alrighty, so turn to page 544, and we have another sorting rule. And sometimes when you're sorting, you call it classify. Just like we did in Wisconsin history when you were classifying the information that we had in the little article that we read about the Civil War in the northern and the southern states. Well, when you sort, you're also classifying. And so we're going to talk about sorting shapes today. All right. Now you'll notice at the top here, we have 6 shapes, and it asks the question, how are they all alike? Well, I see that they're all closed. So they're all closed. How are they different? Well, I noticed that some of them have curves and some do not. So how could we sort them into 2 different groups? Thinking about answering those questions, how are they alike? How are they different? Those are the things that came to my mind the easiest, okay? Well, we know that if it is a closed shape with straight lines, it's a polygon. So this would be a polygon, this would be a polygon, this would be a polygon. So our sorting rule would be polygon and in one group, and then not a polygon or a non-polygon. So this would be a non-polygon, this would be a non-polygon, and this would be a non-polygon, because even though they're a closed shape, they have curved lines. Now there are different ways that we could do it as well. For example, how many lines of symmetry would this shape have? We could do a horizontal line and a vertical line, so that would have 2. How about the next one? That would also have 2. This shape would have just 1. This shape would have just 1. I don't think this shape has any. This shape would have 1. So how could we separate them into 2 different groups? Well, we could say shapes with 2 lines of symmetry, shapes without 2 lines of symmetry, and that would divide it right here. These 2 shapes had 2 lines of symmetry. These 2 shapes did not have 2 lines of symmetry, and they didn't all have the same number, but they did not have 2. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Let's take a look at example 1. So it says here, sort these figures into polygons and figures that are not polygons, and then describe your sorting rule. All right, this guy would have to go into the not polygon group. Polygon, polygon, not polygon, polygon, not polygon. Now don't think too hard about what your sorting rule is. If it's not a polygon, there's something that makes it not be a polygon. So on our list here, all of them were closed. So the 3, 1, 2, 3 that we put in the non-polygon side, they had curved lines, which makes them not a polygon. Though 3 shapes we did put in the polygon side, they were closed shapes with straight lines. All right. So here's how they wrote it. Polygons are flat closed shapes with straight lines or straight sides. So these are the polygons. Shapes with curved sides are not polygons. So do you see how you're really just using the information for what makes a polygon to be able to tell your sorting rule, okay? All right, I'm gonna slide my book over here a little bit. Let's take a look now at sorting out geometric solids here, geometric solids. So here we have some 3-dimensional figures, and they're sorted into true groups. So here we've got group 1, here we've got group 2. So what would you say about how they are sorted? Well, these guys all have straight edges, all flat sides. Group 2 all has a curve of some sort. They all have at least one curved surface. Is there any other way we could sort them out? Well, we could sort them out. Let's see. Here I see a shape with a triangle, and here I see a shape with a triangle. But I don't see any others. So then that would put these 2 in a pattern, or a group, excuse me. And then this guy would come over here. So here we have geometric solids that have a triangle for one of their faces. These would be geometric solids that do not have a triangle as one of their faces. Can you think of another rule? How we could sort it out? These all 2 here have a face that is a circle. This one does not, so he would have to go over here. These do not have a face that is a circle. All right, so there's all sorts of different ways that you can sort it out. You have a lesson practice on this page here, 565, and then also up at the next page, top of the next page. So 2 practices to do. I'm going to flip back to me. Hello. All right, so before I let you go, I just wanted to go through one other thing about geometric solids with you. What makes a geometric solid a prism? Okay, well, it makes it a prism if it has the 2 ends being the same shape. So here we have a triangle and a triangle. Now, we don't have triangles over here, but the 2 ends are the same shape. The 2 ends are the same shape. So this would be a triangular prism. This, for example, is a pyramid. It is not a triangular prism. The 2 ends are not the same. Okay? So triangular prism, pyramid, not a triangular prism, not a prism. Okay. How about this guy? Yep. Triangular prism. Both sides are a triangle. Now the sides happen to be rectangles, but both ends are the same shape. How about this guy? Yes, a rectangular prism. Okay. Both ends are a square, has rectangle sides, but both ends are a square. Here's a different example of a rectangular prism. Now on this one, both ends are a square again, and then it's rectangles all around. Hey, here's one we haven't seen before. How about this guy? Yeah, a hexagonal prism. Crazy, but true. There it is. Sometimes I've seen a birdhouse kind of designed this way. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you. I think it will help you in one of your practices a little bit later. Have a great day. Remember, if you have any questions, give me a call. Thank you.